Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Math Club. Today we have a nice entrance exam question, that is x squared minus x cubed is equal to 2. So we have to find the value of x here. Now our left hand side of this equation is x squared minus x cubed. If we shift this 2, we get minus 2 is equal to 0. Now x squared minus x cubed minus this 2 can also be written as 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, that is equal to 0. So here x squared minus x cubed, applying this negative sign into parentheses, we get minus 1, and minus times plus is minus 1 is equal to 0. Now here we are going to just make group. If we just write x squared with minus 1, so x squared minus 1, and this minus x cubed minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this x squared minus 1 squared, 1 squared is also equal to 1. So it is our first pair. And here if we just take minus is common, so we get inside bracket x cubed plus 1, and 1 is 1 cubed is equal to 0. Now using here exponential laws, algebraic laws, if we have a squared minus b squared, then it is equal to what? So we know that a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So do you have any idea about if we have like a cubed plus b cubed, so it is equal to, do you have any idea about this? So we know that in our basic school classes that a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b times a squared minus a times b plus b squared. So it is very easy but very important algebraic formulas. So we have to just remember this. So applying here these two formulas, so our first pair using this formula, it will be that x plus 1 times x minus 1. Now here this minus times, it will be that a cube plus b cube. So here we have x plus 1 times x squared minus x times 1 is x, and plus 1 squared is 1. Here don't remember, here it is negative sign, we have to multiply into parentheses, so we just write into braces like this, that is equal to 0. Now we see that here x plus 1 and it is x plus 1, so we are going to take common, x plus 1 is common, inside bracket we get x minus 1. Now here we have only x squared minus x plus 1, so if you multiply this negative sign into this parenthesis, then we get minus x squared plus x and minus 1 is equal to 0. So our next step will be x plus 1. Here plus x we get plus 2x. So if we just rearrange that minus x squared here and plus 2 times x, minus 1 is minus 2, that is equal to 0. Now here we have two possible cases, that this first factor, first parenthesis, that is x plus 1 is equal to 0, and also minus x squared plus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. So if we see our first equation here, x is equal to shifting plus 1, we get minus 1. So x1 is minus 1, it is our first value of x, and we also see that it is real solution, it is a real solution. Now we have to just find the value of x from our this second equation. So here if we just multiply minus 1 on both hand side, then we get, here we have minus times minus x squared plus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. So minus times minus is plus x squared minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now it is a nice quadratic equation. We have to solve this by using quadratic formula. So here if we just compare on this equation with general form of quadratic equation, which is x squared plus b times x plus c is equal to 0. So it is the general form of quadratic equation. Here we see that if we compare these two equations, then value of a will be 1, because x squared here coefficient is 1, value of b is minus 2, and value of c is this constant which is 2, which is equal to 2. Now using quadratic formula with respect to x, according to quadratic formula, here we have x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Now putting the values of a, b and c, here minus b is minus 2, so here it is the minus, and then parenthesis this value of b is minus 2 plus minus square root of b squared. B squared means minus 2 whole squared, and minus 4 times value of a is here 1 and value of c is 2, so 4 times 1 times 2 all over 2 times a, and a is 1. So our next step will be x is equal to minus times minus is plus, so it is plus 2 plus minus square root of here minus 2 squared, so it is even, exponent is even, this minus 2 we just write minus 2 times minus 2, so minus times minus is plus, so here we get 2 times 2 is 4, so minus 2 whole squared is equal to plus 4, and minus 4 times 8 is 4 times 2 is 8 all over 2 times 1 is 2, so x is equal to 2 plus minus 4 minus 8, we get negative sign with 4 minus 4 all over 2. Now our next step will be here x is equal to 2 plus minus, this minus 4 can also be written as that 4 square root of 4 times square root of minus 1, which is equal to minus 4 square root all over 2. Now x is equal to 2 plus minus, as we know that square root of 4 is equal to 2, and square root of minus 1 it is equal to I all over 2. Now taking 2 is common, then inside bracket we get 1 plus 1 iota means 1 plus iota I, 1 plus minus iota, and all over 2, cancelling this 2 with 2. Here we have two values of x, which is x2 and x3, that is 1 plus minus iota, 1 plus minus iota. Now our value of x2 is 1 plus iota, 1 plus I, and x3 is equal to 1 minus I. Here we are going to just verify our problem by using a real solution. Here we see that these two solutions are complex, these two solutions are complex solution. So now recalling our problem, which is x squared minus x cubed is equal to 2. If we put x is equal to our real value, which is x1 is equal to minus 1, so now using this value here, x is equal to minus 1, so it will be minus 1 whole squared minus minus 1 cube, is it equal to 2. So we have to just prove minus 1 squared will be 1, and here we have minus 1 cubed, which is minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1, so minus times minus is plus, here we get plus, and plus times minus, here we get minus, so our final answer is minus. Here 1 times 1 is 1, so here we get minus 1, is it equal to 2. Now 1 minus minus plus 1, is it equal to 2? Yes, it is equal to 2, because 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 and 2 is equal to 2. So our left hand side of this equation is equal to right hand side. Now our final answer is actually here. Here we have three values of x. It is our first value of x, which is real, and it is we have a complex solution, that is 1 plus I and 1 minus I. Now we are going to just check our entire solution here step by step. So here we have three values of x, that x1 is equal to minus 1, x2 is equal to 1 plus I, and x3 is equal to 1 minus I. So here it is real solution, and it is, that is complex solution, that is complex. So here we have find out the values of x. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.